Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is Monday, April 13th, going all the way until Sunday, April 19th. So soul connections, this could be for twin flames, soulmates, however you resonate with this person. But we are going to be focusing on those of you that are in some sort of a separation or challenge. And we are going to be doing this reading from the feminine's perspective. So you can be a male or female watching this video, but it's going to be the feminine aspect or our feminine sides. So we're going to be very much focused on the masculine's energy. Yes, we'll tap into a little bit of the feminine's, but this is mostly going to be about what's going on with the masculine at this time in this soul connection. There are other readings that I do that focus more just balanced energy or that focus solely on the feminine. So stay tuned for those if this is not your style this week. So this particular orgonite here is called the Divine Connection Orgonite from Wing and Bell. So I'll list them down below, as well as all of the decks that I'm using here today. So when I shuffle each deck, I'll tell you this is what I'm using. So as far as my decks are concerned, my self-created decks, I do have 9. Only 3 of them are available for US customers right now in Etsy or in my Etsy shop. So those would be the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, Twin Flame Journey Shadows, and Spirits of Darkness and Light. All the rest of my decks, I have not received a shipment yet, and so that could be a while. Seems to be delayed with all of mail these days. So in the meantime, if you guys are either international or you guys are interested in a deck that you don't see in my Etsy shop, if you're within the US, please email my team at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com, which is down below, and they will send you a special ordering link, okay? I also wanted to bring forth a couple of little, thoughts that I have. So if you guys are not interested in hearing this, no worries. Just go to the timestamp down below, which will take you straight to the reading. What I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about who I am as a reader. Well, not really who I am as a reader. I'm not going to get into all that. But what I'm trying to say is that why I do readings that focus on separation or / challenges, because I've been guided from the very beginning of my journey to do that. I do what I'm guided to do. I'm not guided to do readings that are on people that are in relationships currently in union, okay? This is just my opinion. Instead of watching readings on a union that you're in, that you're experiencing, it might be better to just actually focus on participating in the union rather than trying to figure out through cards and readings what's happening in that union. So that's something that I don't resonate with. It doesn't resonate with my being, why we would tap into energies that we have in front of us. We're only tapping into these cards and these energies because we might be confused or challenged and trying to figure out what's going on in a situation. If you're already in a situation, then why not just experience it and live it and try to stop figuring out what's happening and try to stop, getting ahead of the game in your situation. Just experience it in 3D terms and 3D life. So this whole experience for me is about bringing hopefully some sort of wisdom or clarity to those that are struggling. So if you guys don't like the fact that I only focus on separation and challenges, you don't have to watch my readings. You can unsubscribe today. That's the beautiful thing about free will, is you can unsubscribe right now. So do us both a favor and do just that, okay? So the second thing that I want to talk about is Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. When I created this deck, it, of course, was the shadowy side of human beings, the shadowy side of ourselves, going through a dark night of the soul. Now, not everybody has experienced a dark night of the soul, but this is an energy here where if you have gone through something pretty dark, you know what I'm talking about. So this deck is really to be used for those that could be going through a challenging time, trying to get some information on what the darkness may mean, the darker aspects of ourselves. We all are made up of shadow and light. And again, if you don't want to acknowledge that, not a problem. But on my channel, I acknowledge both. This does not make me an evil type of a person or a reader, unless that's what you are experiencing from my readings. So if you guys are not feeling good from my readings, and if you're feeling like there's just a lot of focus on dark, again, that's another indication to you that it probably is best for us to part ways. My readings and what I do here on my channel are to really just help people to really acknowledge both aspects of a situation. So it is about trying to gain clarity and to also heal and to empower yourself from the shadows. This deck was not designed to do readings so people could blame other people or throw around toxicity in my comment section, because that seems to be happening a lot lately, and they're all getting deleted because it just doesn't belong here. This is a place for healing. This is a place for, yes, we focus on some of the dark, but then we focus on how we can turn those situations around and learn from them. Okay. And we're not also here to judge other people, to say, well, you have this kind of connection and you don't have this kind of connection. Who are you to tell someone else that they're experiencing a divine connection versus a karmic connection? First of all connections are divine. This, again, my opinion. Any connection that you have is meant to teach you something, is of value here. So who are we or other people to say, well, I have a special connection and you don't? Again, this is the darker side of people, you guys. It exists. It's everywhere in the world today. So I just wanted to explain to you guys that this Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, if you guys want to see it as dark, that's totally fine. When I use it on my channel, though, this is not meant to invoke fear, and it's not about shaming or blaming other people for our issues and our problems. This is definitely about just getting clarity through some of these dark times or darkness, okay? I just really wanted to explain that. So I think that's it. I think that's all I really wanted to say. Oh, yeah, actually, one more thing. Because this is a comment that I got, which wasn't a bad comment at all. It was just literally feedback. The Arrows of Love Oracle. Because a lot of my decks are shadowy, I just felt like doing more of a deck that had, just a happier theme. Now, this particular deck, though, does have some dark cards, but just not as many as the rest of my decks. I would probably say it's more like 70% light and maybe 30% dark, whereas most of my decks are 50-50. This deck, for some reason, I was guided to not do as much dark energy, and that's something that the person that gave me feedback said, I just wish that it had a little bit more of the, titles of like karmic partners or breakups or separation. A lot of my other decks already have those cards, so I didn't really want to duplicate some of the other cards in my other decks in this one. That's also another reason too. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that that's the reason why, but I do appreciate the feedback. All right, you guys, let's just go ahead and get started with this reading here today, okay? So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on your person, which would be the masculine in your connection. Let's see where this masculine is at. I do say he or him when channeling the masculine, but I understand that could be different. So just take it as it applies to your situation. This right here is called the Row Rig Tarot. It's a beautiful deck. It's very big. Let's see where this masculine is at currently. This right here, this right here is called the Madame and Doris Fortune cards. I don't know, I just felt guided to use some different decks here today. All right, so where is the masculine currently at this particular time? Just in general, in his headspace. We have the World. The World is beautiful because this talks about completion of cycles. This talks about, closing old doors and opening new ones, coming full circle perhaps. This could even be somebody who's traveling. I doubt it at this time, but this could just be an inner travel. Let's see what this has to do with. We have the Caduceus. You will receive news from afar. So, what's interesting here, you guys, is that the World is about travel. This can sometimes be looked upon as the World Wide Web. Or web. So this could be somebody who's waiting to hear news, or they could be thinking about sending news from afar. So again, this is about them. It doesn't have to be about you, even though it could be. We are going to get into those specifics in just a minute, but this is somebody who is in the world and they are perhaps thinking about news that they either want to receive or news that they want to deliver. That's what I'm getting here. Let's go ahead and get the emotions. Okay, so if you guys are a fire sign, this could have something to do with you, but it doesn't mean if you're not a fire sign, this isn't about you, but I'm just getting a specific message for fire sign feminines here. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This could have something to do with you. because they could have you in their heart space right now, and they may want to perhaps deliver some sort of news, or maybe they're even waiting to hear from you, and this is going to help to close up some sort of chapter to perhaps have a new beginning and a fresh new start. We have the minstrel. Let your intentions be known. Interesting. So do you see the little story here, you guys? This is somebody who wants to let their intentions be known. They also want to know what your intentions are. Where do you stand? That's interesting. Okay, so let's continue to move forward and see what's going on. What about the outer world, the outer circumstances, perhaps other people or influences in their physical world, their 3D world? We have the Hermit. Okay, so this person could be alone. This person could be alone right now. They could be doing some soul searching. They could just be solo energy. The dragon, strength and wisdom, gathering strength and wisdom by soul searching. I feel like your person might just be maybe taking advantage of this quarantine and just spending some much needed time alone. I like that. All right, what about their overall energy here? We have the Knight of Wands. I feel like this Knight of Wands is thinking of this Queen of Wands. Okay? This Knight of Wands could be thinking about this Queen of Wands. So I have a fiery energy here. I have Sagittarius specific, and I have the Hermit as Virgo. I normally don't talk about the signs, but for some reason I feel like this could be specific information for those of you that are watching this reading, this portion of the reading. So that could be like an indicator for you guys. But I feel like this Knight of Wands is the masculine thinking about this feminine. Even though we're just tapping into his overall energy, we haven't even tapped into the specifics yet about the feminine. I just feel like it's Spirit's way of showing us that this masculine is in deep thought, wanting to come towards this feminine. This Queen of Wands is very magnetic. She is very attractive. And I feel like this Knight of Wands is picking up on her energy and wanting to come towards her or even travel towards her to deliver news, or he wants to hear from her, one of the two. So it's pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and get the clarifier here on that Knight of Wands. Yeah, the King. I mean, this is the masculine. This is authority and diplomacy. So this right here is somebody who wants to be, wants to take charge, wants to see where they stand with this queen. So yeah, that is really interesting energy to me. So let's go ahead with all of this and see what is really going on as far as how this masculine is feeling towards this feminine specifically. So I'm just going to put these over here just in case we need them again. This right here is a tarot deck that I actually don't know the name of. I'm so sorry, you guys. But it's a double-sided tarot. I believe it is made from Kimberly Fisher, she's made the Intuit Nuance Oracle. So I'll put her down below. But this right here, I'm just going to grab the cards because I can obviously see. I don't want to fan them out. I'll just grab them from the middle like this. This is where your person is at in their mental space with you. Temperance can be Sagittarius. So we did just get Sagittarius specific already in this reading. So there's a double confirmation for Sages out there. Either you're dealing with a Sag or you're a Sag, but it doesn't have to be. Try not to get screwed up in that. This is just energy. Temperance is about wanting to have some sort of balanced and energy. It says perfecting balance, two becoming one, alchemy, balance, temper, harmony, inner peace, moderation, tranquility, patience, and purpose. So obviously the temperance's energy is not a super fast moving energy. It's somebody who's just kind of tempering their thoughts. They're going back and forth. They're balancing something out. They're perfecting this at this particular time. That is what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and get a word for this. Let's get some words here. So this right here is called You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers in Separation, Angelic Revelation 144. So what are the words that your person is perhaps thinking of when they think about you in this connection? This is current energy. Love doesn't even begin to describe what I feel about you. There are no words to explain the depth of my feelings. I feel like your person is definitely in some sort of depth that maybe they haven't been in before. So they can't really describe what they're even feeling about you. There's just something going on that's pretty powerful for them. That's really amazing energy. So let's go ahead and get an emotion. This right here is the Mixed Emotions cards by Fire Witch Tarot. Let's see what kind of emotion comes up with this. What kind of emotion comes up with this? These are very small cards, so. Satisfied. So this kind of energy tells me that right now where they're at, they might feel satisfied. They might feel satisfied kind of being in this calm energy, just kind of existing and sitting with that energy. We did get the Hermit, where this person is at, the Hermit energy. They might be satisfied with the separation right now. It could be that coming towards you, even though we do have this desire to make contact perhaps, or to hear from you, they could be just kind of satisfied and balanced in their headspace right now, where they're just kind of sitting in their thinking, and they're sitting in their emotions and just kind of feeling everything. That's kind of what I'm getting from this person. You're masculine, okay? So let's get another energy here. What is another energy here in their emotions towards the feminine? What is the energy, the emotions towards the feminine? Okay, we do have the Messenger of Cups, you guys, which is the Page of Cups. Your person might, they really might want to message you. I am getting that. And on the bottom of the deck right here, I don't know why I'm just seeing 6 of Cups. Like could be obviously a person that you were with before, somebody that you've done time with before, had in your life at one time, but no longer. So the Page of Cups, it says romantic gestures. This is a youthful dreamer, an idealist, naive, psychic, somebody who's trying to listen to their inner voice, make a love offer, bring you a message, romance. They're sensitive, spiritual. They're seeing things in a very beautiful way. They could be very artistic. The Page of Cups I see as a Pisces specific. That's just me as a reader. So I'm getting Sagittarius, Pisces, and Virgo energy very strong in this reading today. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some words here. What may this message have to do with? My heart breaks a little more every day that we are apart. So your person doesn't like that you guys are separated. They don't like this feeling of being in separation with you. It's not ideal. But again, it's like they're still kind of just tempering something out in their mental space. Maybe they're trying to figure out what they really feel towards you. It's something that they've never felt before. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's get the emotion here. We have confident. Trying to conjure up the strength and the confidence. I feel like your person is more confident than not about bringing you this message, but they're still not doing it. That's why they're in the Temperance's energy. They're still not bringing you this message, but they are heavily thinking about it. So what about the physical world? How do they see the two of you in this physical world? What does that energy look like? Or what do they feel about the people that are around them, or the circumstances that could be affecting this separation or challenge? We have the 7 of Coins. It says good things take time. So again, this is not a fast-moving energy from your person. And I know that some of you guys might be thinking to yourself, I'm so tired of the story. If you're tired of the story, you need to probably just disconnect from my readings, okay? Or maybe other people's, because it might be that it's time for you to start making your own choices, or, just going in another direction. 7 of Coins says good things take time. Long-term view, perseverance, ripening harvest, patience, coming to fruition, invest. So your person, I feel, is willing to invest in this connection, but there's something where they're taking, a slower approach here. This is definitely not a fast-paced energy. And what's interesting is that right now you will receive news from afar. They might be closing up some sort of chapter or thinking about what they want to send to you. They're really feeling this energy. They want to let their intentions be known with you, but they're in that Hermit's energy. They're in the Hermit mode, trying to gain strength and wisdom by just going within. But their overall energy here, it's like they want to rush in, but they're trying to be structured and disciplined. So the feeling is there to rush in, the feeling is there to message you, but they're taking a different approach. Okay? So let's get the message here. I can't bear the thought of you being with someone else. I get so jealous. I just want you to be mine. So what's interesting is that this person, even though you guys aren't together and even though they're not willing at this time to make contact with you or they're struggling with that, I am getting here that they're very jealous perhaps of someone else that you are with right now, or just the thought of you moving on or them losing an opportunity with you. And so I know that some of you guys are probably thinking to yourself, well, then why wouldn't this person come through? Well, you know what? Everybody has issues. Everybody has their own issues. It could be your person is battling confidence, because I did get maybe they feel a little bit more confident than not, but maybe there is something that they're struggling with confidence. Maybe they don't feel good enough. Maybe they don't feel good enough against perhaps the, if there is, the competition, if that's the case. Okay, this one wants to pop out. See, we have powerless. Somebody feels powerless right now. For some of you, that could be the story. There could be someone else. They could have someone else. You could have somebody else. I'm not really getting third party here, but that could be somebody's story. That might be one of the reasons why somebody is kind of putting the brakes on, is because they feel powerless because of outside circumstances. They're jealous because maybe someone else is with you, or maybe they're with someone else, and they can't bear the thought of being without you any longer. But the thing is, they could have a jealous partner. I don't want to really say that that's what it's about, but if that is resonating with you guys, take it. But if it doesn't, don't. But yeah, your person feels powerless right now over maybe even perhaps what's happening right now in the world. Maybe they want to make contact with you, come towards you, but because we're all in this quarantine, how the fuck can that happen? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Oh, and I just want to say, if you guys, if there's some viewers that don't like my language, again, just unsubscribe, please. So let's go ahead and get their overall energy towards you. What is their overall vibe with you? Overall vibe. Wheel of Fortune, decisive moments. Karma, destiny, life cycle, it's time, fortune, chance. It says upend, luck, fate. So I feel like your person, just so you guys know, this is another card of Sagittarius. This is ruled by Jupiter. There could be something about timing with Sagittarius. That could be when this person decides to make contact with you, is in Sagittarius season, which would be November and December, which is at the end of the year. And so some of you guys might be going, oh my God, I got to wait that long. Who knows, right? But yeah, Wheel of Fortune. They feel connected to you. They feel some sort of destiny. They feel some sort of pull towards you. And it could be that this person needs to balance out this cycle. And that might be one of the reasons that the world came up, you guys, is that this person knows that they need to make contact with you to wrap up some sort of cycle with you, for sure. So decisive moments. They're having to take some moments to really figure out what they want to do. Okay, so now we have walking away from you was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and it's my biggest regret. This person may have walked away from you, or you had to walk away from them, and it's one of their biggest regrets. So they carry this regret with them. They carry this burden of this, let's just say, karma, or this cycle, or this unfinished business between the two of you. That's literally what's going on. So it's with them. It's with them constantly. And so until they clear this cycle with you, they're going to continuously feel this energy. So let's go ahead and get another energy connected to this. Proud. Yeah, see, there could be somebody who feels like they're just too proud, perhaps, to say they're sorry, or too proud. Like they don't want to lose their pride. They don't want to come back with their tail between their legs. They may not want to lose their pride by being rejected by you, if that's something that happens, because they do feel powerless right now. They're not sure if maybe they're not confident. Maybe they're not confident that you feel the same, is what I'm getting with that card too. So they might just feel a little too proud, and they might just be satisfied with not knowing right now. It's kind of like, if you don't make a move and you don't do something, then you don't have to get hurt. you'll still be in that mystery of what could have been or that unknown energy. But hey, it might feel safer for them to just not make a move because they don't really know how it's going to go. All right, you guys, that's what I'm seeing here with these cards today. So that is what's happening here in this energy. So let's just see what your person's biggest fear is with this connection. So now we're going to go into the dark night of the soul and the twin flame shadows, twin flame journey shadows. Let's see what their biggest fear right now is. What is their biggest fear about you in this connection? Biggest fear about you in this connection right now? We have non-action. Again, I feel like your person deep down inside knows that if they don't take some sort of action towards you, that this is just something that's just going to never get resolved. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. Yep, eye for an eye. Wow, I feel like if this is what I'm getting from your masculine here. Your masculine might feel, and this is not going to resonate for everybody, but judgment is karma. Judgment is the energy eye for an eye, kind of like if they've hurt you in the past and they haven't brought you any kind of justice or an apology yet, that you might be in that energy of it's an eye for an eye, kind of like you're not going to forgive them or you're going to make them pay in some sort of way. So their non-action is because they are afraid that they are going to have to kind of, pay for the pay for like their sins or something. And doesn't mean they're not sorry. It just means that that's an uncomfortable energy for them. They might be afraid of this energy from you. But the thing is that as long as they don't take any action towards you, like they're never going to know whether or not you are that you either forgive or that you either forgiven them or that you are in an okay place to have a conversation. It's almost like your person at this time would rather not know because they're afraid of what could possibly happen, what could possibly go wrong. So their fears are really with them right now, which are causing them to take no action. So that's why they're comfortable, you guys, in the temperance's energy, which is, you know what? I'll just wait a little bit longer. We have secondary. All right. I already get this message here. Okay. So secondary just means that, maybe I'm not going to be as important. Maybe I'm not going to be number one. This could be for somebody that doesn't want to play second. Maybe you've got something else going on. Maybe you won't make them first priority. Villain of decay here. So this is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, just so you guys know, is Virgo's energy. So Virgo has come up 2 times now in this reading specific. Sagittarius and Virgo very strong in this reading here today. So impotent, as in at the end of the day, are they just impotent? Is there nothing to offer here? Can they give you nothing? Are you just going to look at them as just kind of second, like you're not all that, you're not that important anymore? I feel like your person fears that you don't feel the same or that you're not going to be the same towards them. Because if you really treated this person like gold and whatever happened between the two of you, that may have put you into a space where you're just like, I'm so sorry, oh shoot, I forgot to plug in my computer. Hold on for a second, you guys, I'm so sorry. Oh shoot, I thought I plugged that in. Saved by the bell. All right. Sorry, guys. Let me get rid of these. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that I feel like your person, if they didn't treat you, like they treated you like second best, it's almost like they fear that they're going to get back together with you and that you're going to make them pay and that you're going to make them feel second best. Like they're afraid of this. That's what I'm getting here. So it's just easier for them to not take a chance or a risk with you because they fear that you're going to make them pay. And it's not that they're not sorry for what they did, but they're not sure where you're at with this connection. They're not sure whether or not you're going to find it in your heart to forgive them. Like maybe you'll say you'll forgive them, but you're going to make them pay in some sort of way. Yeah. All right, what else? We have disillusioned. I feel like at the end of the day, they might feel like they're just completely delusional with what they're thinking and feeling about you. Okay? They might just feel like, is what I'm feeling and thinking, am I just disillusioned at this point? Am I just delusional? I'm not sure why this is still coming up as the battery is low because I've plugged it in, so I don't get it. There we go. Oh my God. The Three of Cups, social outcast. I'm just laughing because it's really interesting, this little story. They seriously do not want you to cast them out. They feel like a social outcast. Okay? Their fears are disillusioning them right now. Their fears are disillusioning them that you're not going to just socially outcast them. They don't want to be an outcast. So it's easier for them to take zero action towards you so they don't have to feel that. So these are their fears, you guys. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, this person deserves this because of what they did to me, you know? And so this isn't to say that's the case, that's true, this is what you should do, but this is what they feel. This is truly their biggest fears with you in this connection. So this is just to help to explain to you why your masculine may not be making contact with you to correct the error of whatever has happened here. That's why. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the energies of what is their biggest regrets and what is their biggest regret and what have they had to learn as far as lessons are concerned. Sorry, I got one of the cats up on the top of the kitchen cabinets and they're messing around with these little metal signs. So you guys are going to probably hear that. So this right here is called What's the Tea from Fire Witch Tarot. Okay, so we're going to clarify with some tarot. So I'm going to grab 3 cards. What is your person's biggest regret and what are the lessons that they've had to go through, or let's just say a little bit of karma perhaps, that they've had to experience because of what's happened in this connection? Let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to get some tarot here. And we're going to also use this Love and Tragedy Oracle. Laundry's done. I forget what this deck is called. It's a tarot deck, obviously. And I think it's like an art deck. Art of Life. There it is. Art of Life Tarot. Art of Life Tarot. Okay, so I'm going to put these like this. Shuffle these up a little bit. All right, let's get the messages here. So what is your person's biggest regret and what lessons have they had to learn or karma have they had to experience with whatever has happened here in this connection with you? We have reflecting. This person has definitely had to reflect on their actions. They've had to reflect on how that made you feel. I feel like this person has probably experienced some similar treatment, or they've had to go through something that made them feel how they may have treated you. That's what I'm getting here. 9 of Wands. In times of stress, be bold and violent. Not violent, valiant. I don't know why I can't say that freaking word. You know, this is someone who is really reflecting on how you may have felt like you had to put your defenses up. They may have stressed you out. You may have had to be bold and kind of put up your defenses. That's just kind of what I'm getting here, to put up your defenses against them. So this is something that they've had to experience. They've had to experience something that you have felt by you had to put your boundaries up, your defenses up because of them. They felt your stress. They felt your pain. That's what I'm getting here from that. They felt your stress. They felt your pain. Look at that anger. I'm not going to read all this because this is sometimes can I read that? Anger may reside. Okay, yeah, some of the print I can't read because it's so small, but I think I can read this. Anger may reside within, or they may be dealing with issues right now or an imbalance. Her sword is drawn, ready to strike again if she must. The dried blood in view to heat off anyone who gets too close right now. Okay, so yes, your person absolutely has had to go through something and experience what you went through. They experienced something that you went through. They felt the anger that you felt. They felt that feeling of stress. They have had to reflect on how they made you feel, is what I keep getting over and over again. And God dang it, it really bothers me that I cannot pronounce that word. I've seen that word. I know what it is, but I cannot pronounce it. So irritating. Okay, so let's move on. Queen rising. Okay, you guys, I feel like your person has felt you rise above. Even if they haven't seen you, even if they have no way of seeing you perhaps on social media, they have definitely felt you rise above this situation. You have survived them. You have been a warrior. You have gotten past your, let's just say, anger, or you've gotten past whatever has happened by their sword. And so you have come out a victor. You have come out rising above the situation. They sense this. They feel this. So they've had to see you rise. You've stepped into your power. Maybe you're coming up in the world and they're having to see this. Two of Wands. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. Yeah, you moved. You moved on. And that might not resonate for some of you guys, but you've moved on. You've done something. So you couldn't get anywhere where you were, so you had to move forward. You had to take steps away from this person. You had to decide that you weren't getting anywhere by waiting around for them. So some of you guys rose above. I don't know why I can't talk today. Have risen above and have moved ahead. And this has definitely made this person feel some sort of way. So let's see what that might have to do with. Oh my God, it's made them feel very insecure. They felt very insecure. I'm going to read this if I can. You or they might be insecure and find it hard to approach. See, they feel very you're hard to approach now. We all have our own insecurities and imperfections, but this person might have extra that they deal with. This person suddenly feels small. They feel small up against this queen. That's why they came through as the knight. They were the knight and you were the queen. So they suddenly feel small next to you. And they're trying to step into their power. They're trying to step into the emperor's energy, which is why it came up. Remember the king's energy. They're trying to be the king to match your queen. But they're having a hell of a time. So your masculine has had to go through something in order for them to understand how they made you feel. There's been karma here, you guys. That's why the overall energy connected to you is the Wheel of Fortune. And that's why the energy that they came through at the very beginning of this reading in their mental space was the world, trying to wrap this cycle and this chapter up with you. This is something that's heavily on their mind right now, which is why you immediately came through the reading with the Queen of Wands. Amazing. All right, let's get the last message. We have player because somebody perhaps was in a player mode. Maybe they played with your heart. I'm getting here, this person ended up playing themselves. They ended up playing themselves. Yeah. They ended up playing themselves. Two of Swords. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man chooseth, so is he. So somebody made a decision, okay? That maybe this person, your masculine, thought that they had it all going on. They had it all figured out. They had it all going on. But what ended up happening here is they ended up just creating their own energy now to be stuck. So now they're stuck. They played themselves, which is the original message here. They played themselves. Your masculine ended up playing himself. And I don't think they were expecting that. I don't think they were expecting that this is how it was going to turn out. And now we have building. So I feel like now maybe perhaps they're trying to rebuild. They're trying to perhaps open up a new door in this situation, try to find a way out of this situation. And the only way out of the situation, you guys, for them is to deal with you. Planting the seed, watching the tree grow, to then harvest the fruit, building on something strong, root endures. I can't read the rest of this, so I'm not going to. I definitely feel like they want to rebuild something here. They don't want to be stuck anymore. They don't want to be stuck in this player's energy forever. It hasn't worked out for them. It's not working out for them any longer. There could be something where whatever they've built up is now starting to crumble. The structure of who they are is now being restructured, and this is a part of their karmic lesson. And it's all connected to you. It's amazing, you guys. Yeah, it's amazing. So let's see now where the connective energies are at, okay? Where are the connective energies at? All right, we're going to go into the, what is that? The Enchanted Love Tarot, I think. The French Vintage Stamp Love Oracle, and my Arrows of Love Oracle. So I'm actually going to get the overall energy with this. What is the overall connective energy and vibration of you and the masculine? So remember, this is a two-way street with this section. So you guys are both connected to these energies. We have synchronicity and signs. So you guys are both receiving synchronicities and signs in this connection. Align to your desire. Notice signs and symbols for validation. You guys might be seeing numbers. You guys might be seeing each other's names. You guys might be hearing certain songs, connecting movies, or just things that you're being exposed to right now to your connection. It's happening to both of you, though. It's happening for both of you. All right. I love that. You guys are in this energy, wings of love, guardian or guidance and protection. So right now, the spirit is very much with this connection right now, helping to guide and protect the both of you through these signs and synchronicities. This is definitely coming straight from your angels and guides. We have the Six of Gems. Yeah, you guys are both getting it here. This is the Six of Pentacles, you guys. It's going back and forth. You guys are both equally getting signs and synchronicities about this connection. Absolutely. Your angels are working behind the scenes right now for the both of you to help balance out your energies here. What else? We have Up in Smoke. Yep. So the Two of Wings or the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, okay? We did just see the masculine right now when it came to the karma was the Two of Swords energy. Somebody who ended up playing themselves. You know, now they're stuck. Something that went up in smoke is now in this energy of it's still hanging in the balance, but it still needs to be balanced. So I feel like your angels and your guides are coming through this reading right now and telling you that they are helping to balance out whatever has been, whatever went up in smoke, and whatever needs to be balanced out here. The angels are working on your behalf through these signs and synchronicities to get you or them to get to a place of balance within yourselves. So that way, maybe you guys can balance this connection out in the 3D world. That's the energy I'm getting here. All right, so let's get one last message. Love and lace, innocence. It's like to bring it back to a nice, calm, innocent state. Bring it back to something very gentle. You know, gentle energy here. Yeah, look at that. To end a difficult situation, to end a difficult cycle. 10 of Swords, difficulty. Your angels and guides know that the two of you are having a difficult time wrapping up this cycle with one another. It needs to happen. But one of you, let's just say the feminine, is in the energy where you're just not sure whether or not you should be the person to wrap this cycle up or to make contact. Some of you guys may have been guided to make contact, and you have. And I'm getting here that you've gotten signs and synchronicities in order to do that. And so whatever the outcome here is something that was angelically guided. And so you went for it. And so you can't really go wrong, even if nothing comes of it, or even if it doesn't turn out the way you want it to, I'm getting here that it was divinely guided. Some of you guys may have already done this, like I said, and maybe it didn't work out for you. And so now you're just like, I'm not going to be the one to reach out. My masculine has to be the one to reach out to me next. And that's fine too. And we can see that the masculine is feeling like he wants to reach out. So that might just be something that you're waiting that's just going to play itself out later on. But yes, the angels and guides right now are really working with you guys to balance things out between the two of you, to end this difficult cycle, whatever went up in smoke, to bring it back to a nice innocent fool's energy. That's how I see the love and lace card, innocence, fool's energy. Let's start fresh. Let's start new. Let's start, from the very beginning and just work our way back up kind of energy. Let's rebuild is what I'm seeing here. Let's rebuild. And that might be one of the reasons why this masculine just got the build energy. Building. Let's build this two of swords energy, right? Let's rebuild here. Let's rebuild what was lost. Interesting. All right, you guys. So that is the connective energies right now. So why don't we go ahead and see what is the ascension that is taking place right now with this masculine. So we're going to go into my twin flame journey messages 2. From Anthea Spark, Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards, my Twin Flame Journey Tarot, as well as my Twin Flame Journey Oracle cards. Okay. I'm just going to grab 3 cards from each deck now, and then we'll put it out. Yeah. All right, you guys, very first card. So remember, these are the lessons, not necessarily the lessons. This is the ascension process right now for the masculine. So this masculine has received something. Let's see what it has to do with. All right. Whoa, that is powerful, you guys. This masculine is receiving something about bringing justice in the soul contract. It keeps coming up. It keeps coming up. Unbelievable. So let's go ahead and get this next card. Oh my God. For some of you guys, this masculine, you see them as a twin flame. This isn't to label the connection, but this could be a confirmation for some of you out there watching this video, but we have spiritual awakening. This masculine is having a spiritual awakening in this soul contract. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And you are never far from my mind. Why can't I stop thinking about you, feminine? Why can't I stop thinking about you? Because we are twin flames. Your masculine may also have just received confirmation or is looking up twin flames or has been familiarizing himself. I don't know why I cannot talk today. Familiarizing himself with this concept of twin flames. Don't know why. He may have received this. Unbelievable. And this might now make sense to this masculine here. Why they're always thinking about you. They may be researching right now why they're always thinking about you. And they're coming across some sort of an understanding. Their spiritual awakening has something to do with your connection. It's unbelievable to me. So I just get surprised, when I see some cards pop up here. So let's get the next. We have cycles. So what is the Wheel of Fortune? Cycles. What was the World's card? The end of a cycle, coming full circle with a cycle. We have the Hanged Man, somebody who is now going within themselves. This is a very spiritual card for me. Very spiritual card for me. So the spiritual energy here is very much about going within and seeing things from a new perspective. I feel like this particular masculine is locking himself away from other connections while he does this soul searching. Okay? Why he does this soul searching. We have the Empress. This is the divine feminine. It's just crazy. You know, perhaps saving himself for the divine feminine. I just got to say that, you guys. I got to say that. Am I good enough for you? We already know that this masculine is not feeling super confident. Even though I feel like maybe he's a little bit more confident than he was before, he's still not sure if this feminine is either going to receive him well or wants to hear from him. Last one. So it could be that he is observing her, he is watching her, he is trying to find out information about her, trying to figure something out about her and this situation. Okay. Wants to move forward and make communication. With the Wheel of Fortune. That's unbelievable to me. Oh my God. Yeah. What kind of reaction is he going to get if he moves forward and brings forth this communication? He feels driven to do it. He feels drawn to go towards her. I need to go my own way for a while, but I kind of like that this card came up because there's so much energy surrounding or supporting that he is very reluctant to do so. So right now, the decision that he has made, even though he feels all this energy towards her, even though he's questioning all these things and he's feeling all these things and he's received all of this information, he's going to just take some time and go his own way for a little while. Temperance energy, as well as the Hermit's energy, and the Hangman, which is, you know what? I need to hang out for a little while and gain some new perspectives before I move forward. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Seven of Pentacles approach, which is I'm just going to go ahead and observe things and kind of figure some things out before I make a commitment to move forward. Unbelievable. So this, that is what is ascending for this masculine here. We have a twin flame awakening, you guys. That's beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the feminine, okay? So I wanted to focus, of course, on the feminine's energy and see where the feminine is at. We're going to use the Medium on Emissions When Spirit Speaks by Heather Falona. This right here is called the Honest Truth Tarot. I actually forget what this deck is called. I think it's called the Stripper World Oracle. And then we're going to use my Twin Flame Journey Messages, number 1. Okay. It's the same thing. I'm going to grab 3 cards. This one wants to come up, so I'm just going to turn it around. Okay. All right, let's do it. So I'm going to start off with this. Woo! Okay, so the feminine could very much be in her sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. This right here is an energy where she's really feeling connected, perhaps on a very deep, intimate level. Could even be very sexual as well. This energy could be very highly charged and magnetic at this particular time. This could also be one of the reasons why the masculine is feeling called in towards the feminine, because she's calling him in this energy. Queen of Wands, very magnetic, pulling him in. That's what I'm getting here with this, okay? We have promote yourself. So this is beautiful because this is telling me that this feminine is in her energy of promoting herself. She is all about self-care. She is all about being in her power. This already came through. The masculine sees her in her power. He sees her as a queen that has risen. So that is the energy. She's put herself out there. She's basically making new opportunities for herself. She is celebrating herself with that card. Page of Wands. So again, what does this bring? This brings the energy of communication perhaps coming her way. Very fiery, passionate energy. We already saw the masculine very much was in that energy of wanting to send some sort of message. So I'm getting here, the Page of Cups came up, right? which was water, and then the Page of Wands, which is fire. So there's like a very much a fiery and watery energy, but there's also earth here as well with all of that Virgo energy. That doesn't really mean anything. I just mean that this is about being very passionate about wanting to communicate some kind of emotion in the physical world. That is literally the message that I'm getting. And so what's happening here with this feminine is that it's a part of her ascension process right now to continue to focus on herself and work on herself. She's still connected to her masculine, but she's very much in an empowered energy. And what this is doing is it's literally just bringing to her everything that's meant for her. So she's just relaxing and pulling back and allowing things to come to her. And we can see that the masculine is coming towards her. It's a beautiful. So let's get the message here. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So to me, this means that this feminine, perhaps in the past, was not honest with her masculine. Maybe she said she was okay when she wasn't. Maybe she hid how she really felt because she was afraid to lose the masculine. Well, no longer. She's the queen now. She's not afraid. She's not afraid to communicate who she is and what she wants. So she's very empowered now. That's the kind of vibration that she's radiating out to her masculine now, that she cares for herself, that she is a queen. It's definitely an energy of respect. I love that. So she's learned a lot on this journey. We have rewire, see? Totally rewired the way that she thinks, the way that she feels, the way that she sees herself. This is amazing. I'm telling you guys, girl power. Yeah, the feminine has stepped into her girl power, her feminine power. Even though this card does mean something else, I'm looking at the key word, and that is what I'm getting here. She has rewired herself by stepping and embracing her feminine power. Completely rewired the way that the masculine actually sees her and feels about her. That's what I'm also seeing here. Oh my God, I'm telling you. Oh my God. This is the masculine. See, now he's coming through as the king. Before he came through as the knight. Now he's coming through as the King of Wands. He wants to be her king. She is in her power. She is the queen to him now. She is the empress in his world. This is somebody who wants this queen by their side. So you're attracting the king and the masculine. You're attracting this masculine that is very sure of himself and very confident. So feminine, you know that your masculine truly is the King of Wands, even though he might not be operating in the King of Wands energy, but you know that's who he has the potential to become. And you are literally just continuing to empower yourself and do you until he can match your energy. And you're not waiting around either. You're not waiting around for that. It's either going to happen or it's not, but you're going to be okay either way. Thought a lot about you lately. Exactly. You know, it could be that right now you're very, very heavily thinking about the masculine. But I'm getting here that your masculine is thinking about you too. So you're picking up on this energy, the connection between the two of you. All right, last message. We have light. So there's new light. There could be a light at the end of the tunnel. There could be this guiding light that's just continuing to guide you on your journey. You're very plugged into it. And we have two desperate. So this is interesting. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that the light, this epiphany for you, feminines, has been that any kind of energy that was too desperate, where you were chasing, you were running, you were trying to basically put all this energy into figuring out what's going to happen with this masculine, that did not work out for you. All it did is it disempowered you. So you've learned this lesson. You've ascended to not be in this too desperate energy. You're learning to just walk away from something. You're learning to just let spirit do its thing. The more that you focus on you and do you, the more that you attract what you want into your life, not the opposite. So you've learned, you've seen the light, you've realized that maybe you've been going about your journey wrong this whole time. And so you're now starting to learn these tricks of the trade, that when you focus on yourself and you empower yourself, this is a very magnetic energy. You are the Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine. Seven of Cups. See, again, when we just sit around and we daydream all day and we're just, flying around in the 5D and we're forgetting all about our responsibilities and what we're supposed to be doing with ourselves and our own goals and life mission, you get too caught up on this connection. It doesn't serve you. All it does is confuse you, like the Seven of Cups. All it does is keeps you in a fantasy world. So you have gotten out of that energy. You have learned how to step away from that energy. Now you can still stay in the light of this connection, but you do not have to make this connection your entire world. And this, you found some sort of balance here on your journey, which is very empowering. I'm finally, see, you're feeling the consequences of these actions that you have taken in the past, where you've been too desperate and you've been chasing and you've been stuck in this wishful thinking energy, not moving forward with your life, waiting for this masculine to get his shit together so you could life could begin. And you're saying, no more. My life begins today with or without this masculine. That, feminines, is where your power is. And that is why this masculine is now suddenly taking, like, he's now seeing this. He's now feeling this. He's now in this energy of seeing you as his queen and empress, divine feminine. Oh my God. So that was pretty freaking amazing. So now let's go ahead and go into the energies here of what is, I did a bunch of stuff before I started this reading. So I think it is how spirit is assisting the connection. That's it. Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck that I created, the Messenger Oracle, and the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. How is Spirit assisting this connection, and what is their advice? How is Spirit assisting this connection? We already know that Spirit is heavily influencing this connection with signs and synchronicities. We already know this to help balance out. Spirit is helping with this communication that wants to come through. I don't know how many more times it could come through. It came through with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Spirit knows that someone wants to communicate. Now, this could be for the masculine or the feminine. I'm getting both. Spirit knows this through either a love letter, confessing how you feel, an email, a text, a phone call, something. It's definitely, and I'm just going to tell you guys, this is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like Spirit is confirming that this is more the masculine's energy of wanting to communicate with the feminine. I feel like that's why it's on the bottom here. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the message behind this. Surrender to the flow. Okay. I already feel like this is what the masculine's doing. The masculine is going into the Temperance's energy. He's just surrendering and going with the flow. He's not trying to push for anything to happen right now. He feels safer in that energy. He's very satisfied in that energy, but there's also something that is driving him and pushing him to do this. So it's kind of like this back and forth battle. That's what I'm getting here. A little bit of a back and forth energy that he's going through. Look at that, Four of Wands energy here. You know, in this particular deck, of course, it's a little bit different. She's really got her eye and it's focused on the target. She's not saying anything. She's got her mouth that's covered, right? But she certainly knows what she wants. So what I'm getting, you guys, is that even though this masculine is not communicating with the feminine right now, he's very focused on the feminine. And that's what Spirit wants you to understand and know. That even though this communication is not coming, does not mean that this masculine is not connected to the feminine. It doesn't mean that he does not want his feminine. That's what you guys need to know. So Spirit is assisting this masculine to surrender to the flow, surrender perhaps to his heart space, surrender the ego, drop the fears, so that way he can actually make contact. So that way you guys can build that Four of Wands foundation of this connection. It's beautiful. We have Spirit of the Woods, voices, goblins, nightmares. These are fears, okay? That is fear-based energy here. All right, let's see what we get. Reveal your truth. So somebody is afraid to reveal how they truly feel, their truth. They're afraid to speak their truth. So there is some kind of a message about revealing your truth, taking off your mask, revealing how you truly feel. And Spirit knows that this is happening right now. It's the youth. I feel like this is the masculine. Whenever I see this card here, this is masculine energy to me. This is a masculine that does not feel like he is in his masculine spirit. This would be kind of like a page's energy to me. Okay? Very much a young masculine. And even though this masculine has had an awakening, he's still very much struggling to get into the Emperor and King's energy. He's in there with this feminine at times, but he is still operating in the page's energy. Still trying to find himself, still trying to navigate his feelings and his thoughts and figure out what he wants to do. Okay? Last message. So I feel like this wolf, this is the masculine's companion right now. And he's on this journey. That's like to me, that's like a hermit here. And spirit is working with this masculine right now. Maybe with the woods, he's in nature to help him with the voices and these fears that he has about this connection. Last message, we have spirit of the lighthouse. I absolutely love this. Return. The spirit of the lighthouse, return belonging and guiding light. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up a card that just came up. This came up for the masculine here. Let me find it. Where is it? There it is. No, this was the feminine. Light. That's a freaking lighthouse, you guys. That is not an accident. Not an accident at all. Spirit is really with this connection here, helping the two of you to guide you back to the light where you belong with each other. Now, this doesn't mean that until you guys come back together in the physical world that you can't feel complete. It just means you're being guided back towards the light within this connection. Guiding yourself back to the unconditional love that you belong in with this person, with your connection, with your masculine, with each other. So spirit is most definitely helping to guide the connection towards the light. Love this. Change is unavoidable. Look at that. Absolutely. We've got to make some sort of change though. I'm getting here, it's unavoidable. We cannot avoid what we're being guided towards. So spirit wants you to understand that. And that same goes for the masculine. We can avoid it all day long. But the thing is, that's tower energy to me. At some point, whatever we are pushing away, it's going to continue to haunt us until we deal with it. And I feel this energy for the masculine in this reading. He may wish to release himself and unburden himself from this cycle. But until he deals with this feminine, until he makes these wrongs right, this is not to blame the masculine either. This is not to talk about in the comment section that he better do this or I never want him back. If you never want him back, why the hell are you watching these readings? I'm not sure. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. I mean, you might be at a place with peace where you don't need this connection. And I totally get that here because I don't need anything. I don't need any kind of energy from a particular person in order to be on my own journey and function in a healthy and empowered way. I don't need that from my masculine. You know, I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. But the thing is, I don't understand why people will stay in this negative energy towards this masculine. This is about being in a light place. That's my point. So change is unavoidable. Whatever we try to avoid, whatever we try to push away has a way of coming back to us because we're meant to make peace with it. So if you're still feeling hate towards the masculine, if you're still feeling a lot of this energy here, Spirit's going to keep pushing it in your face until you deal with it, until you heal it. And same goes for this masculine. Seven of Cups, but in this connection, and in this card, it's going with the flow, the fish. You go with the flow. You embrace your emotions and you go with the flow. So surrender to the flow. That's how Spirit is trying to assist the both of you. Surrender to your emotions. Surrender to this cleansing that needs to happen. Surrender to this connection. If it comes back, embrace it, deal with it, talk about it, heal it. You can move on. You don't have to have it. You don't have to take this person back if you don't want them back. But there is some sort of an opportunity that I feel that Spirit is trying to continuously push the both of you to have this reconciliation so that way you guys can both heal and release each other if that's what you need to do. It's absolutely beautiful. So stop avoiding this connection. Embrace it. Deal with it. Deal with your feelings. Deal with the healing that you need to heal, or the issues that you need to heal. You know, if you're condemning this person, you're not in vibration with this connection, and then it makes no sense to me while you're watching my readings. So anyways, let's go ahead and focus on some possible future energies. This right here is called the Circle of Life Tarot. And we're going to combine them with this tea leaf fortune telling card. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to see the upcoming energies for you, the person watching the video. Feminine. What is upcoming energies for the feminine? And then we're going to take a look at what are the upcoming energies for this connection. Okay, upcoming energies for the feminine. We have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles can be a feeling of being rejected or something not happening or a door being closed. So there could be some sort of a message about this. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have Pen, new job or career. Okay, so this could be, you guys, something that you wanted to happen. It's not happening for a reason. That's what I'm getting here. You wanted something new. Yes, it can be connected to a job or a career, but I'm just getting here a new situation, period. Feels like a pin. If it's like a prick, like, ugh, like something just maybe isn't happening. Some door is still closed, or there's, you know, we can't move forward with our job or career right now. We're still having to either work from home or we're still not able to go back to work. I mean, that's just the energy that I'm getting here. And this doesn't mean that this is going to continue forever. It just means that you could be feeling a little bit of that prick of, ugh, you know, things are just still not flowing the way that I would like it to. Okay. This could, of course, be about your connection, but we're just talking in general first. And we have the, what is this? This is the page of, yeah, that's the page. That's the Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this could be about the communication. You might still not be receiving communication, or maybe you've sent a message out, or you're just still waiting on a message here, and maybe it's just still not coming. So this could be causing you to feel some sort of feelings of being faithless, because sometimes the Five of Pentacles can sometimes make us feel like we've lost faith in a situation. You know, we just feel kind of shut out. Compliments from an admirer. Yeah, see, I feel like someone is either getting communication or a door was closed, and so now it's being opened because somebody is messaging us, or we really wanted something from the person that we admire and it's not coming back to us just yet. That's what I see here. Interesting. Hopefully this will give us clarity. That's the World. The World's energy. These don't want to stand up for on the little thing that I have here. So sorry about that. That's the World's energy. See, yeah, there's some kind of energy here where we're feeling kind of like it's just not the greatest feeling. So that's why I kind of feel like that Five of Pentacles is that as far as moving forward, there's still some kind of like mishap. There's still something that there's like discord. We're not able to make something work. We're not able to wrap up a cycle. We're not able to basically open up a new door yet. And so we're feeling a little disgruntled, or we're feeling a little lost still, or we're feeling kind of like, ugh, it just sucks. So I feel like timing or a cycle is just still not 100% over. And so this energy here kind of makes us feel like, ooh, you know, what do we do with this? Well, what we do with this is we try to make the best of a situation. We try to find ways to get through things that are uncomfortable, or make matters better by staying calm or trying to see the brighter side of a situation. That's what I'm kind of getting with this, you guys. So as much as you guys want to open up a new door or want something to be over, I still feel like there's just this kind of leftover energy where it's like, you know, we want something good to happen, but still something seems to be an issue or a challenge. Okay. And also what I'm getting here too is that while this chapter or whatever this is not completing or concluding, it might be time to think about something new. It might be time to focus your attention on something new rather than on an old problem that maybe isn't being resolved at this time. So I know it didn't sound like the greatest, and I wish it could have gone better, but I can't control the cards. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what is the possible future with the connection, okay? Possible future energies with this connection. We have the Three of Wands energy. So I feel like something is still on the horizon. Something is still out there in the distance. Yeah, see, this right here is talking about, you know, the bear says danger, especially in money matters. I'm not really so much getting that, but I feel like there's still material energy, material world energy. The physical world, the 3D world is still experiencing some sort of matter. And so it might still be dangerous to go out in public. I'm not trying to prophesize that at all, you guys, but I feel like this situation with what's happening right now is really, putting strain on you and your masculine from being able to work things out right now. And so that could be why we had that 5 of Pentacles energy. Things are still challenged. Things are still not clear to be able to travel or to, come together. That's kind of the energies I'm getting here. So there's still big things that are happening, unfortunately. And so that makes things challenging. That is what I'm seeing here. All right, let's get another energy. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about our belief systems. This is could be about our family, our upbringing, traditions. This is about spiritual energy as well, spiritual connections, right from wrong, acting with integrity. Hills, obstacles to overcome. So see, yeah, there's still some sort of obstacles to overcome, maybe with somebody taking responsibility or spiritually growing or doing the right thing. Because the Hierophant to me is about somebody that does the right thing, somebody that makes a decision to do the right thing. So there's still these obstacles to overcome, perhaps, when it comes to this connection that people are still overcoming, maybe having spiritual faith, or did I do the right thing? Did I not do the right thing? This is about motives as well. What are people's motives moving forward? And so we're still having some obstacles to overcome with what that is. Can we trust someone? Is this something that can actually work? Are we on the same page as someone? Is where I'm at on my spiritual journey? Is this something that, can I trust this path? So I guess I feel like maybe the reason that this is coming up is because some of you feminines out there might be struggling because you're still not seeing any change in the physical world, or maybe you've made a decision and, you're kind of challenged now by that decision that you made. And so it kind of in some sort of way challenges your belief system and your spiritual journey at this time. So I am going to go ahead and get a message from maybe our guides and our angels at the end, just to kind of wrap some of this up, because I feel like some of this is pretty heavy. 2 of Cups definitely has to do with the connection. Definitely has to do with this connection. And there could be, of course, a reconciliation with that 2 of Cups. It's kind of like there could be some stuff that happens and then all of a sudden it turns out for the best. Yeah, look, see? Oh my God, guaranteed success. It's like whatever obstacles or whatever feelings come up or whatever is happening here in the material world, I feel like you're going to have some sort of success. The stars are going to align. Spirit is assisting. Spirit is on your side with this 2 of Cups connection. So I feel like no matter what the problems are, no matter what the challenges are, stay true to your spiritual faith and journey and your belief systems. And when you stay strong and you overcome these obstacles and these problems or whatever is happening right now in the physical world, there's going to be some sort of success later on in this connection. So just stay strong. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your journey, stay true to your healing, your ascension, your lessons, all of it. As long as you stay true to yourself and your traditions and your belief systems, and you stay in alignment with integrity, it's like you can't go wrong, is what I'm getting from Spirit. So I just feel like tapping into this. Let's just get some parting messages here from Spirit in regards to maybe some of these challenges that we're going to be experiencing, or how to just kind of stay on track with that. See, I can't believe it. I can. Devotion. Oh my God, as long as you stay devoted to your path, nothing can separate you. Oh my God, this love anchors you together. Nothing can separate you. None of these, this is about your belief system, you guys. As long as you stay devoted to your path, nothing can take you away from what is meant for you, which is this 2 of Cups, and it's in the stars. Unbelievable. Whoa. I was getting a little scared there. I thought, holy shit, this is going downhill after such an amazing reading. But do you see how Spirit always picks it up in the end? And it's not about favorable outcomes. It's just about, as long as you stay devoted and you stay in faith, you cannot go wrong. How beautiful. I hope that you guys enjoyed those messages. And I'm so sorry that there was, words I couldn't pronounce, and there's just certain things that I just could not even articulate. I don't know why. I'm just like stumbling over words today. So I apologize if that was irritating, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Take care. Bye-bye.